welcome to another edition of Between Two Outs. I'm your host, Tom Price, and with us today is Dr. Rachel Spigler from the Department of Biology. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
So where did you grow up, Rachel?
I actually grew up in Bucks County, so right outside of Philadelphia.
Where'd you go to high school?
Council Rock, which I believe now is split into North and South, but when I was there was just the one. So yeah, Council Rock High School.
And what kind of activities were you involved in as a youth?
Good question. So I was involved in environmental clubs. I had a strong interest in conservation, and so I'd say I was most active in those types of clubs.
Would you recommend any particular parks in Bucks County?
Tyler is really fabulous. They've got, they've got trails, disc golf, great picnic spots. So that's where I used to go.
And where did you go for your undergraduate work?
Two places, actually. I started at what was then Rutgers College in New Brunswick, and then I transferred after 2 years to University of Arizona.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's a bit of a change. It was a change for a couple of reasons. Because I grew up in this area, I did want to change in scenery, and the Sonora Desert is pretty amazing. And also by the time I would say after my first year of college, I realized how passionate I was about ecology and evolution. And they have a fabulous program there. Their department is actually ecology and evolutionary biology. It's not a general bio department. It is in fact all students who, whether you want to go to med school or no matter what your biology interests are, that's the department. So they have a heavy focus on that.
Cool. And did you have some influential faculty members in your undergraduate experience?
I did two in particular. Stephen Handel at Rutgers. He was, the way intro bio was taught it was 4 faculty members that split it up into 4 parts, even within a semester. And he covered the ecology portion, and I just loved it. And I went up to him after that first class he taught and said, how can I get involved in research? And so I started out helping him and a grad student with her greenhouse experiment. And I kept in touch with him even after I transferred. And at University of Arizona, Larry Venable was really played a huge role in mentoring me as well and I got involved in research there. And he kind of helped me on my way to find my first field job after college. So yeah, they were very influential.
Cool. And where did you go for your graduate work?
I went to University of Georgia. It's a fabulous place, Athens, Georgia, and I was in the botany department there.
And how did you make your way to Temple University?
So after I got my PhD, I went on to do a postdoctoral fellowship, and just by chance, University of Pittsburgh. So it really is just by chance that I ended up in Pennsylvania. So I was there for a number of years working in the biology department at University of Pittsburgh. And when I saw that Temple had an opening for a faculty member in integrative biology, I was just really excited and really thrilled to have this opportunity to come here and do research here.
What do you enjoy about teaching Temple students?
I've just found Temple students to be so engaged. One of my favorite parts of my job is engaging undergraduates in research, just as I had the opportunity to do. And, I've been lucky to mentor so many students, and I really just love that opportunity to, teach them how to do science and get them excited as well. And they come excited, so I don't need to do that part. I'd say, so I'd say that's my favorite part.
And talk to me a little bit about your current research projects.
Sure. So my research centers on understanding plant reproduction. So this could be anything from how plant pollinator interactions or how plants' interactions with their environment can influence seed production or who they mate with, as well as the evolution of floral traits. So how do pollinators, for example, select for longer lived flowers or larger flowers or sweeter smelling flowers? So both the ecology and evolution of related to floral traits and reproduction.
Cool. Are you excited about our new major?
Yes, I'm very excited about the new major. Yeah, really thrilled. It gives students, again, more flexibility, and that's our goal, is to give students that option to personalize their, their experience in college and make it tailored to their interests. So I'm very excited about that.
Cool. I'm going to shift gears a little bit and talk about, so what do you like to do for fun?
What do I like to do for fun? Good question. So with COVID, I haven't been doing too much fun. No, well, I have 2 young children, so I like to
How old
hang
are
out with
they?
them. They are 4 and 8.
Awesome.
So young children that I hang out with. I love to play games, do things with them.
Mhm.
We try and get out and about and try and find places to, get outside, go for walks. And also, I just started taking piano lessons. So that's my
Really? That's
favorite
cool.
hobby. Yeah.
That's awesome. What are you currently reading?
What am I currently reading? Well, lately I have been reading more scientific articles.
Mhm. Mhm.
The last book I read, just finished, was Dune, which I never read
Oh,
as a kid.
wow.
And I
Mhm.
have a feeling that had I read that as a child, I would have been much more into science fiction. But I just read it as an adult and I loved it.
Cool. And do you have a Netflix or Amazon Prime or some video streaming service that you utilize?
Yes, I do.
So what's in your
Uh,
queue?
what's in my queue? Oh, what did I just finish? Let's think. Well, I had to catch up and binge watch the Great British Bake Off. I had to do
Mm.
that. So that was like early in COVID, all
Mhm.
the seasons. I love to bake. That's my other activity, I guess I would say I
Cool.
like to do. Um, and what series was I just, oh, I just finished something and hold please. Caught in the back of my head. Oh, I watched Sense8. I
Mm.
just watched that, and I'm watching Call the Midwife now.
Cool. What are you looking for? Well, what are you looking forward to post-COVID pandemic state?
Oh, getting together with friends and family, which I suspect is
Yes, very
most people
common.
are looking forward to doing, especially to have my children reconnect with their family as well.
Yeah. And what do you appreciate most in your friends?
Laughing with them.
That's good.
I'd say, yeah, laughing together and kind of just, relaxing and talking about, yeah, talking about anything.
What excites you
Um,
or inspires you or motivates you or
I guess
engages you?
learning new things. I guess that's kind of how I got into this. Was
Well,
I just,
piano.
yeah.
That's
I have
ambitious. That's
that,
awesome.
yeah, and to me that's just so exciting. I love doing experiments. I love reading the scientific literature and learning about new discoveries. So I'd say that's what excites me.
And what do you like to do in Philly?
In Philly, there's so much to do in Philly. So I love going to the museums. I love going to like places like Bartram's Garden or the arboretums, like Morris Arboretum.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, I think that's going to like the Franklin Institute, just walking around the city.
Cool. So I'm going to do something called a rapid fire response. I'll give you 2 words. You just state your preference. Tea or coffee?
Coffee.
Morning or night?
Morning.
Dark or milk chocolate?
Milk.
Offense or defense?
Defense. I mean,
Dogs or
this is
cats?
like I do not do sports. Is not one of my hobbies.
Dogs
I
or
like to be
cats?
prepared, so I'll say defense, maybe.
That's fine. Dogs or cats?
Cats.
Bert or Ernie?
Definitely Bert.
Half full or half empty?
Oh, half empty.
Hot or, hot or cold?
Cold.
Awesome. Thanks so much for being on the show today.
Thank you.